Alright, this is finger touch detection on the PSVR2. Not even the feature I am most excited about, more on that later, but I will show you this first. So when grabbing a gun in Pavlov VR, the finger touch detection knows exactly when you have your finger on the trigger or not. This results in some nice tactile interaction, and while this might sound minor, you have to trust me that whenever you are in-game sneaking up on enemies and you see your own finger trigger interaction, it is just awesome. It is not for every gun, but some do have it, which greatly adds to the immersion. But alright, the most exciting feature that, in my opinion, brings Pavlov VR to the next level is the adaptive triggers. Having a revolver here in my hand, and as soon as I want to pull the trigger, you can see the hammer of the gun going backwards. But the trigger in the controller is giving some resistance. So I have to use some force with my index finger to pull the trigger, making it feel like I am actually pulling the trigger of the revolver. Absolutely amazing in my opinion. The moment there are no bullets in the revolver anymore, I can feel that as well, because when I pull the trigger, there is much less, like zero resistance. And what is even amazing, this is different per gun. Here I have another handgun, and with this one the resistance is here, but it's less. I have both guns here next to each other, and right now the left gun is firing while I still feel some resistance in the other gun, the revolver here, knowing almost exactly when the gun starts to fire. Now this also counts for the somewhat heavier guns like picking up the AK, and not only do you feel the trigger resistance, but when you shoot in automatic mode you can feel the haptic feedback in the controller and trigger, making it fantastic. And yes, as a World War II fan, I could not wait to shoot some of my favorite guns like the M1 Garand or hold the Tommy gun like a boss and feel the haptic feedback. And I can tell you one thing, it is just so freaking amazing to walk around in a multiplayer server, roaming around in the grey streets of Stalingrad with a sniper rifle, having the finger on the trigger, which actually feels like you have it on the trigger, and then, bats, shoot the enemy. And let's not forget about the reloading in Pavlov VR, which is just, another level of awesomeness here with the AK. And what is funny is that the adaptive triggers have a function here as well. You can pick a new magazine from your belt, and there is a slight resistance in the trigger, letting you know that you have the magazine in your hands. And as soon as you slide that thing up in the AK, that resistance is gone, knowing it is not in your hand anymore. This also goes for reloading bullets, for example, that you have to put in the gun. When the resistance is gone, you know the bullet is in the gun, or at least it's not in your hand anymore. So you can blindly reload the gun and still know it goes well. Another fun extra is that whenever you are in-game and you have your finger on the trigger, but your gun goes into the wall or glitches into the wall, the resistance is directly gone, letting you know you can't shoot the gun as it is in the wall. Of course, this is not realistic, but it's super functional here. And they can still make the haptic feedback a bit better, when sitting in a tank and reloading and just firing up that thing. I don't feel any haptic feedback in my head, and that would be nice, a nice addition to this game. And I have a weak heart for Pavlov, and what they have done and shown here with the haptic controllers, it's just amazing. And I would find it really hard to go back to controllers without the haptic feedback. I really find this a fantastic feature, and it's my absolute favorite. So I truly hope that with the upcoming PSVR headsets, this will be a feature as well. And to be honest, I think it is a must-have feature. What do you guys think of this feature? I say a lot of feature, I think. But okay, what do you guys think of it? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, if you want to keep up to date with the latest PSVR2 updates and or PSVR updates, then subscribe to my channel. And, I hope to see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.